guys, welcome to Tasmanian Fishing Adventures. I am at Liffey Falls, as you can see behind me. Absolutely wonderful locations, really awesome. Beautiful day as well. The sun is shining, blue skies above, and I'm about to go fishing. It's been an awesome day already. Saw that really cool pink robin and that platypus was awesome, and I've seen a bunch of fish already in the river, so I'm going to go back up to my car, grab my fly rod out, and hopefully we can get onto a couple of lovely brown trout here in the Liffey River. I saw him come out and follow one of the flies, and very slowly he took it. Not a terrible fish. Look at that. What a pretty fish. Look at that. It's incredible. Red spots on him, and he's a decent fish for this tiny little waterway. And he took that little nymph. So the fly that I've put on under the indicator is just a really tiny, I don't know how easily you can see that, but it is a bead head, and kind of a reddish brown colour. Just really tiny, and I think you could probably use lots of different small bead heads, so long as it's a bead head quite small, different colours probably alright. But it's landed us fish number one. Look at that one, that's incredible red markings from such an awesome location. Yeah, just completely spectacular. But it's the first fish. We'll keep heading up, and hopefully we can catch a whole bag of them. So we'll see how we go. Yep. He took the dry fly, that one. I just saw it like bob underwater. He took the dry. There you go. Lovely red spots again. Took the dry fly, which is a stimulator. Orange colour. Look at that. First fish on the dry for the season. Nice little one. Alright guys, so the rig that I'm using at the moment, I'm using a dry fly, which you can see there, with a leader down underneath it, going down to a beadhead nymph. So how you rig this up is you tie on your dry fly like you tie on any hook or lure. Very simple knot there. So in terms of the dry fly, it doesn't really matter what fly you're using, so long as it can float and can hold a little bit of weight, because the idea of the fly, the dry fly, is to be a strike indicator. So it's going to be indicating when fish bite that nymph. So the nymph is the fly that you're probably expecting the fish to be biting. So from that dry fly, you're then going to tie on, again, just the same knot that you tie the fly on. You tie that on to the curve of the hook. So you literally just tie it on to the curve of the hook, and that will stay on really nicely, and it actually still allows that for fish to grab the dry fly. They'll still be caught. It doesn't actually interfere. So you tie the leader onto the curve of the hook. Then you've got a certain distance depending on where you're fishing or what fly you're using. It'll be different length. I've got about 30 centimeters at the moment. And then again, you'll just tie on your nymph perfectly the same as the other two knots. So it's a very simple setup, but if anyone's just getting into fly fishing, then it's a really deadly setup, because you've kind of got two options then. You've got a dry fly, and at this time of the year, you probably don't expect them to be taking that dry fly too much, but I have caught that one fish on that dry fly. So you're doubling your options. You've got your dry fly, and you've got your nymph below it as well. And I've caught so many fish on this technique. It's a really basic technique. And it's perfect to use in small streams and rivers. So definitely that's what I'm doing at the moment. Got those two flies on, and hopefully I can get a few more fish on the nymph. Here's another one, number 3. So you might have seen that I got my fly stuck in the tree on the other side of the river and it broke off, but instead of going and retrieving the fly, I decided to tie on a very similar one, because it's a perfect spot. I just knew there had to be a fish, so that was the result. Instead of spooking those fish, we tied on a different fly, and I'll hopefully go and find that fly I just lost before. But there you go, fish number 3. Alright guys, I might finish off there. Walked a fair way upstream. The fishing's been relatively challenging, I suppose, at times. Hasn't seemed to be too many fish around, but we've caught 3 of them. and the wildlife and the scenery has just been fantastic as well. So I'd recommend coming up to the Liffey River up here, upstream of the waterfalls, and got a fly rod, tying a couple of flies. I reckon when it warms up a bit in a couple of months' time, it'd be great dry fly fishing as well. But until next time, I hope to see you out on the water, wherever that may be.